Hey everyone! Welcome to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and I'm here with my co-host Sarah. We're super excited to have you with us today. If you've been working hard on your English and feel like you're ready to take it to the next level, this episode is just for you.
That's right, David. Today we're going to dive into something that will seriously make a difference in your English fluency. We're talking about 17 powerful words that, when you master them, can make your English sound way more natural and fluent.
We know it might sound simple, but trust us. These words are essential. They'll help you sound more like a native speaker, and they'll help you communicate your thoughts clearly and confidently.
Absolutely. So, if you're ready to take your English to the next level, make sure you stick around until the end. We're going to explain exactly how you can use these 17 words to transform your speech and improve your fluency.
And don't forget, if you find this podcast helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Let's jump right in and explore these amazing words. All right, let's start by talking about why these 17 words are so powerful. You may already be familiar with them, but the key is how you use them. These words help you communicate with more emotion, confidence, and clarity, making your speech sound more natural and engaging.
Exactly, David. These aren't just random words, they're essential building blocks that fluent English speakers use all the time. Words like actually, honestly, seriously, and literally aren't just for emphasis. They help to add meaning, direction, and fluidity to your conversation.
And the best part? These words are versatile. You can use them in a variety of situations, whether you're speaking informally with friends or giving a professional presentation. Mastering them is going to give you a huge boost in fluency.
Right. But here's the catch. It's not just about memorizing these words, it's about using them naturally and at the right moment. If you're constantly thinking, when do I use this word? It will disrupt the flow of your conversation. That's why we're going to teach you exactly how to do it.
We'll walk you through how to use these words in everyday conversations and show you examples of how they fit into different contexts. By the end of this episode, you'll have a strong understanding of when and how to use them with confidence.
It's all about practice. The more you use these words in real conversations, the more they'll feel like a natural part of your speech. And trust us, once you start using them, your English will improve faster than you think.
Let's break down the 17 words that can seriously boost your fluency in English. We'll explain each one with an example so you can start using them right away. Ready? Let's go.
First, we have actually. This word adds a touch of surprise or correction. For example, actually, I don't drink coffee in the morning. It's great when you want to gently correct or clarify something.
Next is basically. It helps you simplify complex ideas. For example, basically, it means we're starting over. It's super useful when explaining things in a simple way.
Now, let's look at literally. It means something is true in a real and exact sense. Like, I literally ran for 2 hours without stopping. Be careful not to overuse it, but it adds strong emphasis when used right.
Here comes honestly. It shows that you're being sincere. For example, honestly, I was nervous before the meeting. It builds trust in conversations.
The next one is seriously. It can express concern, surprise, or importance. Like, seriously? You've never tried sushi? Or, I seriously need a break.
Let's talk about totally. It's a strong way to agree or confirm. Example, I totally understand how you feel. It adds emotion and connection.
Moving on to definitely. It's a confident yes. For example, Are you coming to the party? Definitely. It sounds stronger than just saying yes.
Next is obviously. Use it when something is clear or easy to understand. Like, obviously, we need to fix this first. Just be careful not to sound rude. Tone is important.
Then we have absolutely. It adds emphasis and strong agreement. For example, do you like pizza? Absolutely. It's a great way to sound confident and enthusiastic.
Word number 10, really. It's used to emphasize or ask for confirmation. That's really cool. Or, really? I didn't know that. Simple, but powerful.
Now let's look at probably. It expresses a good chance of something happening. For example, I'll probably finish work by 6. It's useful when you're not 100% sure.
Word number 12 is maybe. It's great for showing possibility. Like, maybe we can meet tomorrow. You'll hear this one all the time in natural conversation.
Up next is exactly. It confirms that you fully agree or understand. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's very effective when showing connection or alignment.
Let's go with sure now. It works in 2 great ways, saying yes or expressing confidence. Can I ask you something? Sure. Or, I'm sure she'll do well.
Number 15 is right. You can use it to check if someone agrees or to confirm something, like, you'll be here at 7, right? Or, that's right.
Here comes well. It's often used to start a sentence or buy time to think. Well, I'm not really sure about that. It makes your speech more natural and relaxed.
And finally, we have so. It connects ideas, adds drama, or concludes thoughts. Like, so, what happened next? Or, so, I decided to quit. It's short but super expressive.
Now that you know the 17 words that can make your English sound more fluent and natural, let's see how they work in real conversations. We'll create a short dialogue, and we want you to really pay attention to how these words bring the conversation to life.
Imagine this. You're meeting a friend after work, and you're both deciding what to do for the evening. Here's how that might sound using the words we just talked about. Try to notice them as we go. Ready? Let's jump in.
So, what do you feel like doing tonight? Honestly, I'm totally exhausted, but I definitely don't want to just stay home again. Maybe we could grab a quick dinner somewhere.
Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking the same. Actually, I know a new place that just opened downtown. It's really popular already. People say it's absolutely amazing. Want to try it?
Sure, that sounds great. And we could probably catch a movie afterward. There's one I've been wanting to see for weeks. It's basically a mix of action and comedy. Exactly my kind of thing.
Right, I heard about that one. It's supposed to be seriously good, and literally everyone I know has seen it already. Honestly, I feel like I'm the last person who hasn't.
Well, better late than never, right? I'm totally up for it. Let's meet around 7. We can grab dinner and walk to the cinema. It's not far.
Perfect. And obviously we need to get dessert after the movie. I mean, it's Friday. We deserve it. Probably something with chocolate, I'd say.
Definitely. Chocolate is a must. And hey, we could invite Mark too. He's been working like crazy lately. He could use a night out.
Actually, I talked to him earlier today. He's free tonight and would love to join, so I'll text him and let him know the plan.
Awesome. Sounds like we've got a plan. I'll get the tickets for the movie now, just to be safe. Can't wait for tonight.
Same here. And to everyone listening, did you catch how we used those 17 words naturally in our chat? This is how you want to start speaking, fluently, confidently, and comfortably, just like this.
Now that you've heard these 17 words in action, Let's talk about why they matter so much. When you use them naturally, you don't just sound more fluent, you also connect better with people. These words help you sound like a real English speaker, not like a textbook.
Exactly. They add rhythm, confidence, and emotion to your sentences. Instead of sounding robotic or overly formal, you sound like someone who truly lives the language. That makes a huge difference in real conversations, whether you're at work, traveling, or just chatting with friends.
One big benefit is that you can express your personality more clearly. Words like seriously, literally, or honestly let you show how you feel. You're not just translating ideas, you're communicating with real emotion and depth. That's true fluency.
Another advantage is that these words help with flow. When you're speaking, it's not just about vocabulary or grammar. It's about keeping the conversation going. Words like so, well, or right help fill pauses naturally without sounding awkward or nervous.
And let's not forget, these are the words native speakers use all the time. If you listen to movies, podcasts, or daily conversations, you'll hear them constantly. So when you use them too, your speech starts to match that natural rhythm and tone.
Plus, you'll feel more in control when speaking. Using these words gives you more flexibility to start a sentence, change direction, agree, or emphasize something. That confidence leads to better communication and better relationships in English.
These words also make it easier to buy time while thinking. For example, saying, well, or actually, gives you a few extra seconds to organize your thoughts. That's a trick fluent speakers use all the time. And now you can too.
And one more important point, these words help you sound less like a learner and more like a speaker. You're no longer stuck thinking about grammar rules all the time. You're just talking. That mental shift is what takes your English to the next level.
The result? People will understand you better. They'll feel more comfortable talking with you. You'll feel more comfortable too. That's the kind of growth that sticks, not from memorizing, but from using language in real, meaningful ways.
So the bottom line is this: learning and practicing these 17 words gives you power. Power to express, to connect, and to speak without fear. That's the goal of every English learner, to speak freely. And this is a strong step toward that.
And it's just the beginning. Because once you start feeling fluent with these words, you'll want to explore even more. Your vocabulary will grow naturally, and your confidence will rise with it.
That's right. And the best part? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice with intention. And little by little, your English becomes excellent. Let's talk about how to do that in the next part.
Now that you know how powerful these 17 words are, let's break it down step by step. How can you actually practice using them so they become natural in your conversations? Don't worry, we'll guide you through an easy and effective routine.
Step 1 is simple but important. Choose 3 of the 17 words to focus on each week. Don't try to learn everything at once. When you focus on just a few, you create space to truly understand them and use them with confidence.
Step 2. Listen and notice. Every day, watch a short video, a scene from a movie, or listen to a podcast in English. Pay close attention to how native speakers use the words you're focusing on. Write down a few examples you hear.
Step 3 is where the magic happens. Repeat out loud. Use shadowing. That means repeating what you hear right after the speaker, using the same tone and rhythm. This helps you sound more natural and get used to how the words flow.
Step 4. Create your own examples. Write down 5 sentences using each of your 3 words. Then say them out loud. Even better if you record yourself. Listening back helps you hear how fluent you sound and where you can improve.
Step 5 is all about daily practice. Set a timer for 10 minutes each day. During that time, speak out loud, combining the words you learned with your own thoughts. Talk about your day, your plans, or anything. Just use the words intentionally.
Step 6. Use the words in real conversation, even if it's short. If you don't have someone to talk to, use an AI chat. Join an English speaking group online, or practice in front of a mirror. What matters is saying them out loud regularly.
Step 7. Review weekly. At the end of each week, go back and see how you used the words. Which ones felt easy? Which ones were still awkward? This helps you build self-awareness and plan your next week of learning better.
Step 8. Combine the words. Try creating full conversations like the one we showed earlier, using as many of the 17 words as possible. Challenge yourself. You'll see how they naturally start to connect and support your fluency.
Step 9 is about building long-term habits. Add this practice into your routine, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Consistency is more important than perfection. Over time, these words will become second nature.
And finally, Step 10. Have fun with it. Try role-playing, acting out scenes, or even speaking to yourself in English during daily activities. The more playful and relaxed you are, the faster your brain adapts and remembers.
Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. If you follow these steps, you'll not only master these 17 words, but also build habits that push your fluency to the next level. Let's move on now and talk about what to avoid.
Now, let's talk about some common mistakes people make when using these 17 words. Even though these words are simple, they're easy to misuse if you're not careful. We want to help you avoid those mistakes so you sound more fluent and confident.
One mistake is using these words too much. For example, if you say seriously or honestly in every sentence, it can start to sound repetitive and unnatural. These words should add emphasis, not be the main focus of your speech.
Exactly. Another mistake is using these words in the wrong context. For instance, literally is often misused when people want to exaggerate something that's not actually literal. For example, I literally have a million things to do today. No, you don't. It's important to reserve literally for things that are true in a literal sense.
And speaking of exaggeration, some learners overuse totally or absolutely to the point where they don't sound genuine. Instead of saying, "I'm totally excited" every time, try using these words sparingly and only when you really feel that strong emotion.
Another mistake is confusing probably and maybe. While they both suggest uncertainty, they're used differently. Maybe is often used at the beginning of a sentence, like, "Maybe we should go out tonight." Probably is used to show likelihood, like, "I'll probably go to the gym later."
Exactly. And when you use right, it's often to check if the other person agrees with you, but it can sound a bit too forced if you use it in every sentence. For example, "It's raining, right?" is fine, but don't say, "It's raining, right?" after every statement you make.
That's a good point. Another common error is using so at the beginning of a sentence when you're just starting to speak. It can sound like you're stalling. Instead, try to use so when you're connecting ideas. For instance, "So, I went to the store and bought some groceries."
Yes, and don't forget about the word well. People often use it too much when they're trying to fill gaps or buy time in conversation. It's fine to say, "Well, I'm not sure," but avoid using it before every sentence. It should sound natural, not forced.
Another issue we see is using exactly incorrectly. It's meant to express precision or agreement. For example, exactly. That's what I was thinking. But using it randomly, like, exactly, I'll have the pizza, can sound awkward and out of place.
One final mistake is using obviously when you're speaking to someone who might not know what you're talking about. If you say, "Obviously the answer is 42, it can sound a bit condescending. Instead, just explain your reasoning and avoid sounding like you're assuming everyone knows.
So, the key is to use these words thoughtfully and in the right moments. If you overuse them or use them incorrectly, you'll lose that natural flow. But if you get it right, these words can elevate your English to the next level.
Exactly. And now that we know how to avoid common mistakes, we're going to suggest a fun challenge for you to help you put these words into practice in real conversations. Stick around for that.
So, there you have it. We've covered how the 17 words can make your English sound excellent, and we've gone through practical examples, the benefits, how to practice, and the common mistakes to avoid. It's all about making these words a natural part of your daily conversations.
If you're still with us, it means you're committed to improving your English. That's fantastic. Remember, progress takes time, but with these words, you'll start to notice a huge difference in how confident and fluent you feel.
We'd love to hear about your experience. If you've tried using these 17 words in your conversations, share your stories with us in the comments below. Did they help you sound more fluent? What challenges did you face? Let us know.
And if you've made it this far, it shows you're serious about improving your fluency. We want to know you made it through, so comment the word words below so we know you stayed until the end.
Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, and make sure you're subscribed to the Speak English podcast channel. We have plenty more episodes coming your way, with even more tips to improve your English.
Thanks for listening, and remember, keep practicing, stay confident, and keep speaking in English. Until next time, keep up the great work.
See you in the next episode. Take care, and keep learning.